So unfortunately, you have been sold the dream because it is easy to sell. You have been told that you can get into the shape of your life without giving up the food you love, that you can get into great shape by just being consistent in the gym, that you can get pissed up every single weekend and it's not going to affect your results as long as you plan, etc, etc. Now today I'm going to tell you exactly why these things may be true on paper, but they're actually nuanced, you know, and they're twisting it in a way to make sure they can sell you something, and that's exactly what they're doing it for. So today I'm going to be totally open, truthful and honest, and I'm going to be going through the traits that make my clients successful and also the things that I do myself to keep moving forward as well. My dog is literally below me right here, so I'll see if we can get him on camera. There we go. That's reason to watch a video alone, even if my slippers aren't. So anyway, like I said, these traits are traits that the likes of my client Joe has, who, as you can see from this picture that is on the screen now, has got himself into absolutely incredible shape from where he started to where he's at now. And then also people like Ryan as well, who started off as a complete beginner. When he started with me, he wasn't sure what he wanted to be doing in the gym. He wasn't sure when it came to nutrition, when it came to protein, what to be doing. And now he is turning into an absolute beast. So this is what we're going to be covering today, the traits of my best clients. But before we jump in, I have created a physique transformation guide, so wherever you are in your journey right now, you can download that for completely free. It's going to show you how to set up your nutrition. It's going to show you exactly a training plan in there that you can be following. It's going to be telling you how to train, lifestyle factors, how to work out your timeline, basically everything you need to get into the shape of your life and get feeling absolutely incredible. So go download that for free now. They plan their week ahead of time, so they do not wing it throughout the week. What they do is at the back end of the week or the start of their working week, whatever works out best for them, they plan exactly when they're going to get the sessions in, what foods are going to be eating. They make sure it's all shopped for, ready to go, not necessarily prepped, but there and readily available. So unless something absolutely horrendous happens, they know that, right, on Tuesday at 6 p.m, I'm going to finish work, go to the gym and train push. And they're that specific with it. They know exactly when they're going to be getting it in. And that way it becomes part of the life, and you're building them habits from the place of identity, because it is just something you do. It's not something you have to do, it is something you do. They have a bank of meals that they go to, so go-to meals, so 7 or 8 meals that they know exactly what the macros are for it, what the protein is for it, what the calories are for it, so they can plug and play within their lives. Because when you are just scanning and going, tracking your food, scanning, grabbing a meal deal from the shop, you end up running out of calories, you're pissing in the wind, you're completely winging it, and that is not going to be sustainable. But when you pick 7 or 8 meals that you enjoy having, yes, they may not be your absolute favourite meals ever. It's not fucking, I was going to say jelly and ice cream then for some reason, I don't know why, that would be the first thing that pops to my head. But yeah, they might not be pizza and burgers and things like that, but make sure they are something that you do enjoy eating, something that are going to be easy to prep. And if you've got 6 or 7 of them and you have, you know, the ingredients and everything there ready to go, and you make it nice and simple, that's going to make things a lot easier. And the thing is, when you are looking to drop fat, build muscle, it is important to remove as much friction as possible, and having a bank of go-to meals to make things nice and easy, so if you get fed up with one, you can bring another one in. It is really, really important to do. It's what I do, and it is what all of my most successful clients do as well. They record all of their sessions in a logbook, and then next session, what they look to do is to beat that logbook. So they try to get an extra rep, extra weight every single time, so that way the body has to adapt. You're going to be breaking the muscle down, so it has no choice but to grow back stronger, as long as your protein intake is correct, of course. Now this is the same way you want to be training, whether you're in a fat loss phase or whether you're in a muscle building phase. You still want to be working to that logbook. This whole thing where it's like, oh, it's 6 to 8 reps for muscle building and 12 to 15 reps for dropping fat and toning, it is a load of shite. You want to be pushing yourself as hard as you can every single set until the point that form breaks down and you can no longer do any more. And at that point, you record that weight, record the amount of reps you've done there, and look to beat that next time. Do that whether you're losing fat, building muscle, and you will not go far wrong. And that's what my guys do, and that's what they're encouraged to do. they hold themselves accountable through regular communication. So for me personally, and my guys, they can contact me on WhatsApp. I do have my boundaries, of course, like there are certain times that they can't get hold of me, but then when I'm in work the next morning, the first thing I do is make sure I'm responding to them. So if they do have any questions, they're not sitting on anything, and if they're struggling with something, we can talk about it. You know, we can create something that's going to help work for them. Now, it's one of them things where, you know, we don't accept excuses, but sometimes there are factors that do need to change, and it does take that communication. Or if you've got a holiday coming up, how are we going to plan for it to make sure that when we go away, we can relax and have a good time? And that all comes through communication and making sure they're checking in each week as well. So each week we have a check-in, you know, so they can talk about what's gone well, what they've struggled with this week. They can put all the logs in so I know exactly what they've had and how they've trained and everything, and then we can adapt it from there. Now, what happens a hell of a lot is people come in motivated, set off like a house on fire, absolutely buzzing. Then after a couple of weeks and the motivation goes, they start to fall off. Now, motivation is something that is going to come and go. You cannot rely on motivation. You're not always going to be motivated to go to the gym, but you need to have a strong enough reason why. Like, where do you want to get to? Why do you want to get there? How is it going to feel when you get there? Because that's what you're going to have to lean on, because that's what's going to keep you motivated, not the thought of going to the gym. And it is something that I really push home with my clients as well. And the guys that get the most success are the ones that do check in, whether good or bad, talk to me when they're struggling. And the ones that fall by the wayside and disappear, it does happen now and then, you can't save everyone. They're the ones that just bury their head in the sands when they're struggling and don't talk. And the thing is, they could have done that without a coach. You've got to be willing to communicate and willing to accept the help to keep moving forward. And 5, the last one, they don't just quit the moment things get tough. Because despite what people tell you, and like I said there at the start of the video, people are going to tell you, oh, you don't have to give up the food you love and you can just go and, you know, as long as you're consistent in the gym and everything like that. That's not true. It's like, you can fit in, you know, the foods that you really enjoy into your plan, but it is going to be sparingly. When it comes to drinking, yeah, you can fit it in, but it is going to be sparingly. And for me personally, it's easier just to avoid that stuff to make sure you continue to stay on a roll. And the thing is, that is hard, and it is going to be tough at times, and it means you're going to have to say no to things sometimes. However, the people that start a journey like this and say, right, I'm going to lose fat, I'm going to build muscle, I'm going to build confidence, I'm going to feel fucking great about myself, you need to understand it is going to be hard. And if you're someone that just quits the moment things get hard and you start to feel that pressure, then you're not going to do it. You're not going to follow through with it. It is as simple as that. So the best guys I've worked with always push through no matter what they've got going on, you know. And throughout my 6 years coaching, believe you me when I say a lot, there's been family bereavements, there's been parents unwell, there's been children unwell, there's been illness themselves, there's been injuries, but they don't use them as excuses. You know, we do have to plan around certain things, of course, and things will get tough. However, they keep moving forward. You know, when times get tough, tough times make strong people. But tough times can also make you weaker if you allow it to. So it's just something there to keep in mind. So there are the 5 traits, 5 other traits. I could go into even more of what my most successful clients do and what helps them succeed. So have a little look again through them. Where are you struggling? Where do you need that support? Where do you need to have that conversation with yourself to continue to move forward? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please subscribe. And like I say, if you do want everything to get set up on your plan to get moving forward, then simply click the link in the bio. There's a free transformation guide in it there. Click that, get that downloaded, and you'll be laughing. So subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video, then I don't really know why you're still here this long into it, but hey ho. So I appreciate you watching anyway. So until the next one, the dog's crying now. See you next time.